The United States' Paul Rietzl started out playing as a small child in the big pond of the Your Move game scene of the late 1990s. He made his Pro Tour debut at Osaka in 2002 and made his first dent in 2004 when he finished in the top 16 of Pro Tour Kobe. He spent a couple of seasons away from the tour until returning to make the top 8 of Pro Tour Honolulu in 2009.
Paul has this awesome combination of skill, quick wit, but then sportsmanship that I think make for kind of the ideal Pro Tour competitor.
He has been a fixture on the Pro Tour ever since, having to balance playing with a full-time job. He has a total of 4 top 8s, often putting his opponents under pressure with cheap, aggressive creatures.
Paul can actually play all sorts of decks. I have seen him play control decks, and he plays them well. He top 16 at Pro Tour playing bug control, but he prefers aggressive decks. That's his, skill suit, and he really does play them very, very well. He's very, crisp and clean and technical.
His win at Pro Tour Amsterdam with his trademark aggro deck came against some pretty stiff competition.
In a stacked top 8, which included people like Kai Budde, eventual player of the year Brett Nelson, but in that stacked top 8, he came out ahead with his specialty, an aggro deck, white weenie, really Paul Rietzl's signature. Win
or lose, Rietzl is recognized for being one of the game's great sportsmen who plays the game with grace and good humor.
He could very easily have 2 Pro Tour victories. He had some cards that were really tough for me to deal with, and he never drew them. And I think I was very fortunate to beat him.
Nothing illustrates Rietzl's passion for the game better than playing in the top 8 of Pro Tour Paris while competing down the stretch of a Grand Prix at the same time.
We were running at the same time a Pro Tour and a GP, and Paul was just like in the top 8 of the Pro Tour. He was still playing the GP, and he was going back and forth between the top 8 and the Pro Tour. And just like saying, that was interesting.
I've quite literally traveled the world with Paul, so a lot of you probably think, oh, Paul, he's a great player, he's a great sportsman. For me, it's like he doesn't snore, he likes to book the hotel room in advance. These are the things that I have found very valuable.
He is always willing to make sure his teammates are ready to go along for the ride with him, even when his teammates are not as sure about playing as he is.
I was like, I'll think about it, but probably not. A few days later, I just get an email with a hotel confirmation that has my name listed on it, and then I get like a registration confirmation from the tournament organizer saying I had been registered for the Grand Prix. So he kind of like didn't allow me to not go, and here I am. So, I'm thankful for having a friend like that.